Hello and welcome to the Big Picture on Rajya Sabha TV, another edition, and right now we are in Bihar. As you know that the poll fever is very much on still, and we are traveling to all kinds of places in Bihar and trying to take a stock of the situation on the ground. And right now we are in Purnia. Purnia, which is also the Simanchal, the Kosi Belt area as it is called, and so again a very important place, but also important because for many other reasons. And what are those reasons why the place has still not developed, and why then how it will affect the whole politics of Bihar in this election? We'll try and look at that, but we have a very interesting panel out here to really talk about that. We have Mr. Binodanand Sinha. He represents the BJP party. Welcome to the show. Mr. Avinash Kumar, you're from the JDU. You'll be talking about your party. Mr. Vijay Srivastava is a social activist. I welcome you to the show. And Mr. Chinmayanand Singh, he's a local journalist, but he'll be giving us more perspective on as to what's not only not happening in Purnia, but also in Bihar as to what should happen. And I'll start with you, Mr. Binodanand Singh. What would really be the game changer? What would be the defining moment in this Bihar election?
If you look at the election trends in the country in the last 2 years, the voters have been giving someone or the other a full majority and a wide majority. I think whichever way the election goes, it's either of the two major competitors, that is the Bharatiya Janata Party plus, and you've got the Mahagathbandhan.
What I intended to ask is what would really change and which you will change that will become the defining moment in this election?
We would like to focus on this Simanchal area, because the Simanchal area somehow has been abandoned by all political parties ever since independence. Maybe it's too far from the capital of Patna. Maybe that's the reason. Or it's just at one end of the state. Whatever it is, the residents of Simanchal feel that they have not been looked after as well as they should have been. That should change after the elections.
What he's saying, I'll take on from there, Mr. Avinash Kumar, things have not changed, and we are in decades after decades. We are, opening the same debates, we are discussing the same things, and we are still discussing now in 2015 and in this election why things have not changed. Are you responsible?
ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. ये परिस्थिति यहाँ का जो बन रहा है, यहाँ पर परिस्थिति दो तरह का है. एक सामाजिक न्याय का परिस्थिति है, एक संप्रदायवाद है और एक न्यायवाद है, मतलब न्याय के साथ विकास. तो जनता दल यूनाइटेड के जो लीडर नीतीश कुमार है, हमारे नेता जो नीतीश कुमार है, वो न्याय के साथ विकास की बात है और इस इलाके में विकास हुआ है. इस कारण से यहाँ पर नीतीश कुमार की स्थिति अच्छी है.
You are saying development and justice, two things. But when development happens, maybe justice will also be looked at. But development has not happened. That's what we are discussing. Maybe, and that's why we're discussing.
नहीं, वो तो विकास तो मुद्दा है. विकास मुद्दा है और विकास मुद्दा रहेगा. और जातवाद वो उसको नजरअंदाज नहीं किया जा सकता है. जातवाद.
That's the point I would like to ask from you. Caste is not going away, and we are still talking, and as I said, 2015, again we are talking about this reality of caste being here. I mean, is it really going away ever? Because we also talk about this youth power, women are coming out to vote. Whether anything will really change or create a new paradigm as far as Bihar elections are concerned, or we're still talking about those caste realities?
See, at first we are sitting at moment at Purnia. लगभग 300 वर्ष पुराना जिला है ये. 300 वर्ष, और जो मुद्दे होने चाहिए उस पर चर्चा ही नहीं होती. न इस साइड से होती है, न उस साइड से होती है. न जनता उठा पाती है, न पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर पाती है. आपको हम बतला दें कि 300 वर्ष पुराना जिला है. यहाँ कोई मेडिकल कॉलेज नहीं है, यहाँ कोई इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज नहीं है, यहाँ कोई यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं है. ठीक है. अंग्रेजों के द्वारा जो रेलवे लाइन बिछाई गई थी जितनी किलोमीटर, आज के दिनों में उतनी ही किलोमीटर है, उतनी ही मोटी है. 1 इंच आज़ादी के बाद अंग्रेज जो 300 वर्ष लगभग पहले रेलवे लाइन बिछा के गया इस जिले में, उसकी लंबाई आज भी वही है. एक बात. दूसरी बात कि ये किशनगंज जिला जो माइनॉरिटी बेस्ड जिला है और इंडिया का 3rd लार्जेस्ट माइनॉरिटी बेस्ड जिला है मतदाता के दृष्टिकोण से. पॉलिटिकल पार्टी देखिए किशनगंज को माथा पे लेके घूमते हैं. लेकिन किशनगंज और पूर्णिया का रेल कनेक्टिविटी सिर्फ 40
So
किलोमीटर।
basically, you're saying lack of infrastructure. Mr. Chinmayanan Singh, how would you like to take a look at this whole scenario, which has not really changed? He's saying still there is no university. He's talking about lack of connectivity. We are basically talking about lack of infrastructure, as I can really see it here also. How would you really look at it?
No, I'm totally agree with Vijay Srivastav. I think the issues are totally ignored. The real issues are totally ignored. All the politicians who are in power and who will be in power and who were in power, every politician, every party is trying to divert the real issues. And I agree with the previous speaker, Mr. Srivastav. And the thing is that nobody is talking about real issues. Education is the real issue, poverty is the real issue, lack of everything, lack of basic infrastructure is the real issue. And
how sad that is, that we are now, we have gone to the Mars. We are thinking of now going to so many other places and really achieve for India and put it on the global map. And we're still talking about it. Mr. Vinodanand Sinha, how would you look at it? You had a chance earlier, you were with JDU, now you're no longer there. But then you had a chance. Why things did not happen? I mean, what are the real hurdles that we still talk about this lack of infrastructure, very, very basic issues like lack of healthcare, education and all that? Would you really give us the real reasons for things not to happen?
I think it's the policy making in the government that's the real problem. The policy making hasn't changed, whether it was Congress in power or all the Sanjuk Vidhayak Dal kind of governments that we had for over ages and ages. Ever since 1967, we've been having various governments who were not stable. For a period, it was stable under the Congress rule, but you know, things didn't change. And actually in this area, Mr. Srivastava was right. There used to be something the British made called the Ganga-Darjeeling Road. Now, the same alignment is the national highway today, or the 4-lane highway. There is no extra roads that's been added really. And with the small roads being made in the villages for connecting one village to the other, they are suffering from something called the rain cut. Now, the rain cut is a very major problem in this area. The rain cut is, you got the tarmac of the road, the blacktop, and you got the edges which are made of mud. Now, if there's even 20 to 25 minutes of heavy rainfall, the mud slides away, it cuts into the blacktop also and makes it a very, very dangerous road. There is no repair done to this blacktop. For whatever reason, I don't know what the reason was.
I think the reasons he can answer, Mr. Avinash Kumar, is corruption the reason for this?
करप्शन में भी सुधार है. बोले श्रीवास्तव जी बोले पहले, तो वो बहुत अच्छा बोले. जो जहां है जो है वही सी स्थिति में, लेकिन ऐसी बात है, लेकिन 100% ऐसी बात नहीं है. पिछले 10 साल में
you are admitting there are problems, there is corruption.
प्रॉब्लम है, ऐसा नहीं है प्रॉब्लम, कोई ऐसा नहीं है जादुई छड़ी घुमाते प्रॉब्लम सारा दूर हो जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. पिछले 10 साल में जो सुधार हुआ है उसका मतलब बहुत अधिक सुधार हुआ है. ये कॉलेज, ये खुद कॉलेज पिछले 10 साल और आज जो कॉलेज है उसमें, यहाँ कृषि कॉलेज खुला है, मेडिकल कॉलेज के लिए सारी बात हो गई है, वो मतलब जस्ट पढ़ाई भी शुरू होने वाला था, वहाँ पे सड़क बना है, पुल बना है. रेनकट के विषय में बोल रहे हैं, ब्लैक टॉप रेनकट के विषय में, वो प्रोविजन होता है टेंडर में, वो उसके लिए सरकार को मॉनिटरिंग करनी है और हो रही. इसी नहीं है, जैसे बरसात का समय.
Why not strict monitoring? Why things have not been really looked at seriously
नहीं
to prevent such corruption?
सीरियसली हो रहा है, लेकिन कुछ जगह पर देखे होंगे, कुछ जगह पैसा नहीं है, वो भी आजकल में हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है जो कि मतलब ढीला ढाला व्यवस्था है. ढीला ढाला व्यवस्था था तो फिर दूरा के फिर आने का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं था. कहीं ना कहीं विकास हुआ है, विकास.
I think Mr. Srivastava, we know the reality of where we are actually, and what you flagged off these issues, but I would really like you to expand on it and say that you know, I was talking about corruption, whether corruption has really become a big hurdle that things have not happened, and whether you would like to look at other issues also.
No, I am not agree with regarding corruption. Corruption is there in every part of the world and every in a state of India. One thing I would like to stress, please पेशेंसली आप मेरी बात को सुनिए. ये पूर्णिया और बिहार एग्रीकल्चर प्रधान इलाका है, इसमें आपको कहीं दो राय नहीं है, ये तो बिल्कुल सत्य है. इतनी बड़ी आबादी है, एग्रीकल्चर के बल पर अपना हाथ जगन्नाथ के बल पर यहाँ के लोग जीते हैं. लेकिन सॉइल टेस्ट के लिए कोई मिट्टी प्रयोगशाला आज के डेट तक नहीं है. आप इसको बहुत छोटी सी बात मानती हैं, मेरी नज़र में तो ये सबसे शर्मनाक बात है. जिस तरह से आदमी के स्वास्थ्य के लिए वो पैथोलॉजी होता है, उसी तरह से मिट्टी के जांच के लिए मिट्टी जांच प्रयोगशाला होता है।
basically saying that agriculture has not been given the importance.
मैडम मेरी बात सुनिए, हमको अपने खेत में यूरिया डालना है ही नहीं, अज्ञानता में हम यूरिया डाल रहे हैं। हमको जिंक डालना ही नहीं है, डाल रहे हैं। क्या डालना है, कितना डालना है, ये तो सॉइल टेस्ट लेबोरेटरी बतलाएगा। तो विजन नहीं है यहाँ के पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज में।
Lack of vision. I think another valid point you're making. Lack of vision. Also, that we were discussing that the place has been neglected so far. Would you agree, Mr. Chinmayanan Singh?
Yes, and I think this is the reason actually, lack of vision, and if they have a vision, lack of the proper planning of implementation, especially for last 3 or 4 years, I have been covering these issues in Purnia district, and I have been watching this very minutely, and what I found is actually there is a proper plan to eradicate the whole problems, but officers don't listen.
Okay, so you're saying bureaucracy, red tapeism, that's the reason.
I was coming to this point actually. I am coming. See, if you go to a village and you ask a person, a farmer, that do you know how to test a soil, what to produce, what to plant, he will say no, we don't think about that.
We don't even know much about it.
We don't know anything. We have been doing crops with maize and rice and all these paddies, and we are doing that. We don't know what to put for this year, how's the weather. So
the local issues, local concerns are not addressed, and that's why I would like to ask this question to you especially, is that you are the ruling party. You represent the BJP and the NDA, which is really trying to get power here in the state. But what about only discussing big issues, not really understanding local issues and the local concerns? I'm told that when you selected the candidates, in many of these remote areas and places, we don't even have the right candidates in place who really understand, connect with people.
To be honest, all political parties have to choose from within their cadres. And politicians have been looked at in such a negative manner that proper people who are really interested in the growth of society are not coming into politics, which we would like to happen. This should happen in this country.
No, are you selecting right? Is the local leadership giving the right kind of perspective to the people who are sitting in Delhi, or just giving a wrong picture maybe?
The local leadership today doesn't matter. We've got the Bihar government to deal with. And we have been talking about agriculture. Agriculture is on the concurrent list. Now, agriculture, you've got to get a feedback from the government, what they need. Unless the Bihar government tells you what they need, Delhi can't provide it. And Bihar government has been saying very odd things.
And when they tell you that you give us tax benefits for our industries to grow, for our investment climate to really speed up, that doesn't happen.
But because the local problem is there, we have a huge power problem here.
Okay.
And that huge power problem, unless the power problem improves, you've seen cold storages come up, close down. You've seen all kinds of small industries come up, all closed down. When you drive down from here to Dhamdaha, you'll cross a bridge called Banbhag Pul. Just next to that, there was a carpet industry brought up, closed down. You know why they were all closed down? We could have replaced a place called
because that leads to lack of employment also,
Near Banaras, all the carpets are being made.
Yeah.
The laborers are going from here to make it there. Why can't we make it here? Reason we can't make it here is we don't have power. And power
I've been going to many areas, Avinash Kumar. I would really want you to answer this. Why there is no power and electricity? That's one crucial thing that I've also witnessed. Why the government has really failed to look at that or really provide that kind of basic infrastructure. I have heard girls who want to go to colleges, study well, become something in their lives, but lack of electricity and then many other such infrastructural activities is just not there. And why the government, the ruling establishment has failed to do so?
जी हम दो शब्द पे पहले बोल देना चाहते हैं। पहला तो भैया बोले, विजय श्रीवास्तव जी बोले, जो कि पूर्णिया में कोई मिट्टी जांच प्रयोगशाला नहीं है। भैया को हम बता देना चाहते हैं या फिर आपके माध्यम से, जो यहाँ विगत 5 वर्षों से मिट्टी प्रयोगशाला जो है वो है काम कर रहा है पिछले 5 साल से। और फिर अभी कृषि महाविद्यालय खुला है पूर्णिया में, वहाँ भी व्यवस्था है।
open, inaugurated, but not functioning maybe.
फंक्शनिंग मतलब वो काम कर रहा है, चल रहा है पूर्णिया में।
Okay.
और वो फिर वहाँ जाने के बाद लगेगा, फिर यहाँ भी देखने के बाद अब अभी आप पूर्णिया घूम लो तो फिर पहले का पूर्णिया और अभी के पूर्णिया में बहुत अंतर बुझाएगा। एक दूसरा, भैया बोले जो वन भाग से जब आगे जाओगे यहाँ से तो उसके दाहिने साइड में एक ये था, फैक्ट्री था कारपेट का, इस तरह कुछ का था वहाँ पे, वो समाप्त हो गया। एक वो तो बता दिया, लेकिन यहाँ से 4 किलोमीटर 5 किलोमीटर मरंगा जाने के बाद वहाँ जो औद्योगिक प्रांगण है क्षेत्र, वहाँ जो फैक्ट्री खुला है, वहाँ जो व्यवस्था हुआ है, उसके विषय में ये नहीं बोले ना। बोलना है तो सब बात को बोलना है। एक फैक्ट्री कहीं बंद हो गई, वो किसी एनजीओ के तहत था, तो उसके विषय में तो बोल दिया, लेकिन यहाँ सैकड़ों खुल गए हैं मरंगा में, उसके विषय में ये नहीं बोले। तो निगेटिव सिर्फ बोलने से नहीं होगा।
So would you like to agree with either of them? I mean, would you like to really bring us the reality, so to say, Mr. Vijay Srivastava?
दोनों अपने अपने लेवल से सही बोल रहे हैं। मिट्टी जांच प्रयोगशाला यहाँ बहुत पहले से है, लेकिन वो डिफंक्ड है कोसी कॉलोनी में। एग्रीकल्चर कॉलेज, एग्रीकल्चर कॉलेज अभी रिसेंटली आया है, तो जाहिर सी बात है वहाँ एग्रीकल्चर कॉलेज है तो मिट्टी सॉइल टेस्ट होगा। मैडम मेरा ये कहना है ना, ये विजन की कमी है। विजन देखिए, एटीट्यूड नहीं है। आप देखिए कि आज से किसी भी जगह के डेवलपमेंट के लिए रोड और यातायात मेनली कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। 50 वर्ष पहले पूर्णिया से एयर सर्विसेज था कलकत्ता के लिए, 50 वर्ष प्राइवेट।
We're talking about 50 years back.
50 इयर्स पहले। और हमारी जो सरकार है 50 वर्ष में उसको कंटिन्यू कर सकी। यहाँ एयरफोर्स का बहुत बड़ा बेस है, जिसके पास इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देश के जो 4 महानगर हैं, उसके पास जो एयरपोर्ट का जो फैसिलिटीज है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, उससे भी बढ़ के पूर्णिया में है। एक बात। दूसरी बात, अभी भी जितना भी ये पूर्णिया का कनेक्टिविटी पूरे रिमोट का, पूरे जिला का, पूरे इलाका का है, वो अंग्रेजों के द्वारा बनाए हुए जो आयरन बेस्ड स्क्रू ब्रिज कहते हैं उस पे आधारित है।
Basically you're saying it's status quo. I'm saying it's status quo, nothing has really moved, nothing has come forward, and I'm told that the area, and I asked you earlier also, has been neglected. Do you think it's lack of leadership, the lack of interest, lack of willpower, people have not maybe visited the area to understand the area much more, or the people here are not really motivated enough to do things for the society or things around them, and also present a real picture then to the further leadership in Bihar or the national level leaders to really make something happen for Purnia?
Could you please summarize your question for
No, I'm saying what are the real reasons again? Whether the leaders have not visited, whether people don't understand what needs to be done, as we are talking about the lack of vision, attitude, all that, or whether maybe it's also the people, let's say, it's their responsibility to be aware, maybe present things much more, or ask the leaders to really do much more, present things and connect it to the national level, do something for Purnia, but why it has not happened?
Because the leaders are not the real representative of the people. In one sentence, leaders who are elected are not the real representatives of people. They don't go to the grassroots level. They don't talk about the real issues. They are elected on some different burning issues. They come to the power, and then they enjoy.
He said burning issues, and I would really like to take from there. You know, when we are talking about Bihar elections, we're talking about all the bans, we're talking about what's happening nationally, we're talking about, of course, price rise, which is a major issue both nationally and here in Bihar as well. But we're talking about those very big, lofty ideas and issues. We're not really talking about local issues. I mean, we have come here in Purnia, and of course, we are trying to take stock of the ground situation. But why these local issues are not addressed? Why people who get elected are not interested to, you know, represent locally and take on the aspirations and grievances of the people from here, then on to the parliament or then nationally?
Actually, let's look at it from a different perspective. Actually, what I said earlier also is true. Could anyone here answer how many cabinet ministers we've had in the center from these 7 districts post-independence? I'm talking about Delhi. That's where all the power is. The state governments don't have much power because they don't have the money. They have got to generate money. And sometimes society is hit very badly when they want to generate money.
But the local leadership has to be active also. I mean, this is of course a question maybe for JDU, but the local leadership, look at other smaller states. Look at Odisha, for example.
The JDU is not looking beyond Bihar at the moment. So, I mean, we can't talk about Delhi and JDU.
Yeah.
We can talk about, you know, national parties or coalitions of all sorts. Actually, what's happened today is we are not going beyond a level. And the people who win, they are not given by their particular parties enough power in Delhi or in Patna to do something really solid for this area. If the people are not empowered, suppose somebody wins a parliament election and he's in the party that's in power in Delhi,
Yeah.
and he doesn't get a cabinet post or even a minister of state post or something like that, how's he really going to work on the ground? Just a simple parliamentarian won't do.
So what he does in Bihar's case goes back to the whole caste reality, talks about who's a Dalit, Mahadalit,
that's the biggest problem
who
here.
should get reservation or not. I mean, why should one not be progressive but regressive? And that's the whole problem here in Bihar.
Now, look at the Patel movement in Gujarat, just for an example. As a reaction, some upper castes are now asking for reservation in Gujarat. We are coming to the nonsensical, ridiculous end of demanding reservations. Now, sooner or later, everybody will have a reservation if we go like this. And they'll have their quotas fixed.
Yeah.
That's not the way to go about, really.
Yeah, we have less time actually, but more questions also from you. You know, as we are talking to different, even party leaders, we're talking to analysts, we're talking to journalists. One thing everybody says as far as your alliance is considered, that do you think now that you'll regret having Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav's party as your alliance partner?
सबसे पहले तो आपके पहले का प्रश्न हम उत्तर नहीं दे पाए हैं, हम उसका पहले आंसर देते हैं, उसके बाद फिर इसका हम देंगे। जो आप बिजली पर बोले थे, उस समय बात दूसरी तरफ चली गई।
Great hurdle here. I mean,
बिजली पर आप बोले थे, आप दिल्ली से आए हो यहाँ पर मैडम, तो ऐसा है जो कि एक बार पूर्णिया आम जनता से मिल लिया जाए, इसलिए कि वो बताएंगे आपको जो कि बिजली की क्या पोजीशन है, बिजली पहले क्या थी और आज क्या है। उसी तरह से फिर गांव में भी, वहां भी बिजली का पहले क्या पोजीशन था, आज क्या पोजीशन, और बिजली का काम जो चल रहा है, वायरिंग का काम जो चल रहा है, वो किस तीव्र गति से चल रहा है, वो वहां जाने के बाद आपको किसी से पूछने की आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ेगी। वो जो रोड से आप गुजरेंगे तो ऑन वे मतलब आपको दिखाई पड़ जाएगा जो बिजली का काम किस युद्ध गति से चल रहा है।
we have been hearing a lot from people, and that's the perspective I'm bringing here. It's not my own opinion, but it's a feedback I get from people. That's why I asked the question. But talking about this political question, you should answer that whether, you know, what you could have done maybe, and you'll really rethink as to whether really having Lalu Prasad Yadav's party was something that you couldn't have avoided, or it became a compulsion, you had no option, or whether you'll regret it maybe.
जी, हम ये बोलना चाह रहे हैं राकेश जी, आप जो प्रश्न अभी किए हैं, जो लालू जी पिछले 15 साल मुख्यमंत्री रहे, इसमें कहीं से कोई शक नहीं, और वो चुन के रहे, ऐसा नहीं है जो कोई उनको बना दिया, वो जनता द्वारा चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री, तो कहीं न कहीं उनके पास आधार है, उनके पास उनका वोटर है, किसी न किसी तबके का लोग उनको वोट दिया, तब वो मुख्यमंत्री बने थे। तो इसमें फिर उनको गलत या सही फिर इस तरह से बोलने का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं रह जाता है, हमको लगता है।
You know, we were talking about the whole mandate that people are going to give, and we were talking, in fact, that people are really understanding this time in Bihar election the importance of their vote, and that's really empowering on one hand, but whether they'll really not get trapped into the whole caste reality and other such compulsions and really go out fearlessly and use their mind to vote for the right leader, do you think that would happen this time, or we again have the same story?
देखिए, सच्ची बात बोलनी चाहिए इस मंच पे। बिहार उबर नहीं सका है कास्ट मानसिकता से। इस सब के बावजूद भी बहुत कुछ हो सकता है। कास्ट फैक्टर वर्ल्ड के प्रत्येक कॉर्नर में है। बिहार ज़्यादा बदनाम है, ये अलग बात है। लेकिन अभी हमारे विनोदानंद सिन्हा जी बोले कि सरकार में यहाँ इस इलाके का साइज नहीं होता, मतलब लोग मंत्री नहीं बनाए जाते। तो हम रिकॉल करना चाहेंगे वीपी सिंह के गवर्नमेंट में, देवेगौड़ा जी के गवर्नमेंट में और इंद्र कुमार गुजराल के गवर्नमेंट में बिहार के कितने मंत्री थे भारत सरकार में। वो मैकर कहलाते थे, बिहार मैकर कहलाता था। यदि विजन होता, एटीट्यूड होता, तो बिहार का कल्याण उसी में हो गया होता।
But still, lot of migration still happening, Chinmayanand Singh. People are still going out and doing well, but they don't do well here because there are lack of resources, there are lack of opportunities here within Bihar, lack of the right atmosphere for people to really bloom and work on their own abilities. And the migration is I think is a danger. I mean, in the sense the proportion has actually been rising, not really lessening, and that I think is a real problem.
Yes, migration is the biggest problem. In fact, migration is the biggest problem, and the other problem is also, I would like to mention,
and it's all interrelated actually.
These are interrelated, and the mindset of migration is involved actually. People are, there are things can be done here also, but the mindset has evolved as a, as a disease, and people are going, people are working outside, and they come back and they actually criticize the local atmosphere and everything.
Actually, much of your prestige, I would talk about NDA, it really depends, as we all know, in this Bihar election. It's a matter of, it's very crucial for the NDA to really have it this time in Bihar. How would you really like to look at with a very positive outlook that you'll actually get it, and how and why?
I am 100% sure all social indicators, all indicators on the ground, actually, when any of you come here for interviews and things like that, you normally treat, or you meet rather, people from the urban areas. Urban areas has got a NDA dominance. That by and large everybody expects, and everybody knows this in Bihar. If you look at the past few election results, you'll find out that the NDA constituents, they have got a urban dominance. But I belong to a rural area. I'm permanently there from 1974, and that's quite a lot of time. And I can tell you one thing, that percolation of ideas of the NDA has gone right down to the rural area today. And all indicators, for instance, I'll give you a small indicator. Chinmayanand was mentioning about the people going outside for jobs and things like that. But the honest truth is, people are coming back. Some have come back for the pujas. Some will leave immediately before the polls.
And also before
they won't vote.
Quickly
So
go
something
to
like
him
20%
also,
are missing.
the secular fabric, which really needs to be maintained very strongly. Would you like to say anything on that?
The secular fabric here, I think we are very lucky in this area. The secular fabric is absolutely very nice. I mean, if you've seen Durga Puja yesterday, it went off so peacefully. As a matter of fact, in my place, I belong to a place called Champanagar.
Quickly, in 20 seconds, would you like to say something as we are wrapping up on this whole secular fabric which needs to be maintained?
ये बहुत ही बिहार में पूर्णिया खास करके बहुत ही मतलब अच्छा जगह है ये. यहाँ पर सभी धर्म के लोग रहते हैं और किसी में कोई कटुता नहीं है.
You're saying there is no problem, Mr. Chinmayanand Singh?
No, I would say, when we talk about needs to be maintained, it is a shame.
I think. Any quick one-line answer, because we're wrapping up.
कथनी और करनी में पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स यदि अंतर न करें तो सारा प्रॉब्लम दूर हो जाएगा.
So let's walk the talk. That's the line that he's taking, and I would really take that line to end this special edition of The Big Picture here from Purnia, Bihar. And I must thank all my panelists here, Mr. Binodanand Sinha ji. Thank you so much. Avinash Kumar ji, thank you so much for coming to the show. Vijay Srivastava, you gave us valuable inputs. Thank you so much. Chinmayanand Singh, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. And that's how we have really ended this show here in Purnia, Bihar. We are right now sitting at this BMT Law College, and we are talking about lack of education and many other opportunities which are really lacking in Bihar. Let's see whether this Bihar election would really change anything, or we really be, after 5 years, again discussing the same points and issues. We don't want to do that. But thanks for watching this edition of Big Picture on Rajya Sabha TV. Thank you, namaskar, and bye-bye.